Hey guys, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update, and today we're going over down payment assistance programs. And I have programs that'll give you up to 5% of the loan amount as a grant. So a lot of clients that I have in Illinois, their realtors are always pushing them on the IDA program. And I'm not saying anything good or bad about the IDA program, but they come with a lot of fees, and it's a lien on the house for 5 years. In most cases, too, it's only available in specific counties. There's a lot of restrictions on, I think the credit score you need is 660, if I recall. I'm not quite sure if the debt ratio, what it is, but the last I checked, it was 45%, so that's kind of tight. And some of them, and again, my recollection, the guidelines change every once in a while, but the last time I checked, you needed to be a first-time home buyer or not have owned a home in the last 3 years. So those are areas that I think, okay, if those people can't be helped and they need help, what can I do? So I reach out. I'm a mortgage broker in the Chicagoland area, have been for 30 years, and I go out there and I choose to be a mortgage broker so I can offer you as many options as I possibly can. So I appreciate you watching this video. If you like what you see, if you like some of the previous videos I did, please don't forget to subscribe below. Also, click that bell. And so every time I post a video, you'll get notified of that. And if there's anything you want me to discuss or go into more details, if there's specific questions, even if it's not related to this video, please put it down in the comments section below. I'd love to answer it, or put another video together that can kind of directly explain, the areas that you might be a little confused. And it's a confusing process. Plus, you're probably going to spend, $150,000, $200,000, $300,000. You want to know what you're getting into. So, but let's elaborate on this a little bit. Let's go into some programs that I have that will offset or give you as much money as you can for your down payment of buying a home. So, like I said, the IDA program here in Illinois, it starts, I'm pretty sure, with a 640 or 660 credit score. So if you have under that, this is the program to go to. Even if you have over that, this is probably one of the programs to go to, and I'll explain a little more in detail. So I'm going to go through the highlighted sections of this. There's Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Those are the two entities in the country that grant most of the, probably 90 to 95% of the loan approvals. And so this program that we're going through, we're associating it with the Freddie Mac program. We're using their guidelines, but then we're giving you a grant on the side to help you drive down that payment that you're going to need at the closing. So you need a 620 credit score. We're going to go over the guidelines now. I won't go through here. You can't be a manual underwrite. There's some areas, like I said, I'm going to skip because it's more confusing to you than it's worth. So it's, again, a 620 credit score. You have to have it has to get approved through the Freddie Mac system. This particular program that we have is 0% interest for 3 years. The IDA program is 5 years, and it's 1/36 comes off of the balance every month. So every month, if you were to you can't refinance this loan or sell the house, or you'd have to pay this money back, and that is the same with the IDA program. But this one, it's only a 3-year term, where the IDA program is 5. And in most cases, this will get you more money than the IDA program. So there's the hottest program that we have is it'll give you up to 5% of the loan amount. So right here, it's saying you have to make less than or equal to 80% AMI. And the AMI stands for Area Median Income. And I will put down below in the comment, not in the comment section, kind of the information section. I'll give you a link that you would put in your zip code, and it'll tell you what these numbers are. So you have to be at the 80% area. If you are greater than that, it'll go up to 115%. You can get 4% of the loan amount as a grant to help you drive down that money that's needed at the closing. And if you have any questions with this, or you can't figure it out, please put down in the comments below, or I'll give you information at the end of the video on how to reach me directly, and I'd love to help. We're going to go through here income limitations. So this is based on this section here. No minimum borrowed cash investment required. So basically, you can purchase a home in this program, and if we work it with some other specifics, you could walk out of the closing and not have a penny down to purchase the home. Also, a really cool factor is if you ever hear of PMI, this is giving you a reduced factor of 25%. So that it's giving you a lower PMI factor. And in this particular scenario here, this is our conventional program on a conventional loan. So the benefit of that too is you only have PMI for a certain amount of time, where if you went with an FHA loan, the FHA loan, if you only put down the minimum payments, or if you put less than 10% down, you have PMI, the FHA PMI, for the life of the loan. So in this area here, if we go with the conventional term, you're only going to have PMI for maybe about 10 years or right around that area. So again, to recap this a little bit, if your income is 80% or less of the area median income, you can get 5% of the loan amount as a grant. Let me go through this, and I forgot to tell you this at the beginning. Right down here, you're going to see the Home Possible Advantage program. That's where we're coupling this with you. You only need 3% down in this program. So let's say we're getting you 5%. Well, again, of the loan amount, you only need 3% down a down payment. So this coupled with, with some other kind of techniques we can use, we can probably get you to walk out of that closing with no money out of your pocket. So I'm going to go briefly through some of the specific guidelines for you, just to highlight this. And then if your realtor says, or if you are a realtor and you know the guidelines of IDA, compare these and you let me know what you think is better. And sometimes IDA might work out a little bit better for you. If it's an $80,000 house or something like that, the IDA program is probably the way to go. If you're at 120, 50, 200, 300,000, this is the way to go, because it'll get you more money to use as your down payment. So it is a first mortgage. So basically that's it. So you can't, this cannot be coupled with another mortgage or anything like that. Basically it's this loan plus the grant loan that we're getting for you. You must occupy the property. You cannot have what they call a non-occupant co-borrower. Right here it says cash back at the closing. Basically, you can receive your earnest money back at the closing. So if we have excess funds, you can get all the way back. Basically, that'll put you in a house with zero down. The descriptions, again, highlighting it. If you're at the 80% of the area median income, you can get up to 5% of the loan amount. And if you make a little bit more than that, but you still hit these triggers here, you can get up to 4% of the loan amount. And again, think of a $200,000 loan. You're getting $10,000 to help you. That's phenomenal. Down payment and closing costs, won't go through there. Eligible properties, I apologize. Single family homes, condos, PUDs, manufactured homes. You can't do this with properties that need such as an FHA 203K loan, which is a rehab loan. You cannot do it on a second home or a rental property. So again, please, if I'm going too fast or I'm confusing you, please, highlight this. You can come back and watch it again, or put down below in the comments and ask me some questions directly, and I'd love to answer you. First-time home buyers. This is another unique area that is different than the IDA program here in Illinois. Both first-time home buyers and repeat buyers allowed. Let me repeat that. Repeat buyers allowed. You normally need to take an education class. I think it's $20 or something like that. Might be $50. It's required, and it's a real simple online test that you take. You complete it and send me your certificate and you're all done. It'll take you 10 minutes. Income limitations, again, I will have that in the links below, where you can click on there, put in your zip code, and it'll tell you what the median income is for that area and where you would fit into those. We won't go through any of these. These are not that important to you. So here's why I'll reiterate what I do. I'm a mortgage broker, have been for 30 years. I'm in Illinois. Why I choose to be a broker, I think it's beneficial for me because I want to be able to offer every program that I can possibly find for you. My analogy there is if you're looking for a car and you really don't know the specific car you want, that's where I come into play. I can help you. If you go to a Honda dealership and you don't know really what kind of car you have, they're probably not going to have a Range Rover or a Toyota, a Honda. They don't have an assortment of cars for you. They have that particular brand of car for you, unless you want a used car, and then you're not getting, maybe what you're looking for. I, as a broker, we deal with about 20 different lenders, and there's a reason for that. They're all wholesale lenders. A lot of them you cannot get through without going through a company like myself. That's why I choose to do that. I particularly feel that I am more competitive than the banks. We have less overhead, and there's a slew of things, and you can also see one of the videos I did on that. So let's recap some of the programs that I have. These are the down payment assistance programs that I have. I do offer the grant programs for government loans, which is FHA, VA, and USDA. And then here's my conventional loan packages, and this is what we actually spoke about today, these two right here. And then there's a purchase power grant program, and I'll put another video up so we can go over that in detail. I have videos on this, going over this in great detail. This is what we discussed today, and you can go down through here. Let me see if there's somewhere areas here that you might not necessarily understand. DTI is your debt to income. So if somebody said, you're getting turned down because your debts are too high, this is basically 50% means we take your gross income and then we put that against all your debts. So your debt to income. So at 50%, let's say you make $2,000 a month. To get 50%, your maximum debts per month can be $1,000. And those debts are basically what is on your credit report. So hopefully that explained that. Maximum LTV, loan to value, the loan amount to the value of the property. 97 represents that you need 3% down because we're giving you 97% of the value of the property. Minimum credit scores. You can see it's all 620 across the board. Many of the other grant programs start at 640 or 660. AUS, that's the automated system that we use. It's either Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Manual underwrites, if it gets turned down through the Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac system, can an underwriter, a licensed underwriter, go through that and grant you an approval or an exception to that? In these cases, no. In the government section, yes. Won't go through that. Family members, gifts, yes, you can do that. We talked about that. These are the percentage of the grants. MI factors, borrower paid MI, lender paid MI, cosigners. That's an area too. You cannot have cosigners on these programs unless they're going to be on the loan and live in the home. First-time home buyer requirement, no. You can see that. And that is different than most of the programs that you or your realtor would be known or know about. So that's probably basically it in a nutshell. If you like this video, you want to find out more, there's multiple ways to reach me. You can go to themortgageupdate.net and find out all kind of programs there and also apply right on the website there. You can email me at dan.frio, Frio, @gmail.com, or you can call me and I will most likely answer personally. And you will get to me. If you don't get me, you'll get one of the people in the office, and they'll transfer you right to me. You can call me at 630-338-1160. You can also tune in to 1160 a.m. You can hear me every day, weekdays at 5:20 p.m. I am live answering questions, and that should do it. So I hope you like my video. Please don't forget to subscribe below. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.